We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie,
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
and he's Grogu. Hey buddy, happy birthday, Grogu. Wait, it's not his birthday, is it?
No. It's not his birthday.
No.
It is another gentleman's birthday on this show. So, of
Ah,
course, we're going to sing happy birthday to my daddy. How old are
Yay.
you this year?
55, double nickels.
You can get AARP and get some discounts. Or did that happen at 50?
That
I
happened
don't
at
know.
50.
Okay, well, bummer. That's
Well,
okay.
either way, a 1, a 2, a 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday
birthday
to you. Cha cha
Yay!
cha.
and many, 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 many more.
Thank you
Yes,
guys.
of course.
Yay! Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And we're on the road with Mickey.
Yes, we're on the road with Mickey. Sorry about that. We had to get the important stuff out of the way first.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
This is episode 157 for February 6, 2023. And our feature topic is Navigating the Parks Animal Kingdom. We're concluding our 4-part series on the parks, and we are finishing up with Animal Kingdom. If you remember, we went in chronological order. So that's why we went Magic Kingdom first, Epcot second, Hollywood Studios third, and now the baby, Animal Kingdom fourth.
That's
Mhm.
Not a
right.
baby anymore. It's going to be 30 years old this year,
Oh
or not
my
this year, but in
goodness.
2025, isn't it? I
Probably
don't
so.
know
Right.
what year it is.
Don't remember.
Maybe it was 92. Well, did it open in 92?
No, but
Hang
that's what
on.
happens when you turn
When
55. I'm
did
just saying.
Animal Kingdom
Yeah.
open?
This just shows the level of
1998. April
1998.
22nd,
1998.
1998.
So it
It's
will
No,
only
be
it's
3 years
30.
old.
25 this year.
So it's 25 years old this year.
Yeah,
It's
on
3
April
years older
22nd.
than me.
Wow.
Pretty
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
But you can see, other than Brenda, that just shows the level of research that we do on this show. What time?
Hey,
When did it open?
Sophie is
I don't
fast,
know.
man. She is fast at that
Hey,
computer.
But Sophie is fast with that
Yep,
Google. Yep.
she's
why
got it.
thank you.
Anyway, before we get started, we have some cheddar from the big cheese, and Brenda is going to start us off talking Tron.
That's right. And thanks to the birthday boy, we got some really cool updates on the Tron ride. So,
Mhm.
here's a few things to know about Tron when it opens to the public on April 4th. First, it will use a virtual queue, so no standby line. We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Second, you can purchase access via individual Lightning Lane. We knew that was coming. Third, the attraction will have complimentary lockers to store bigger items in during your ride. Small items such as cell phones, glasses, or wallets can be stored in a small compartment on the ride vehicle. And fourth and last, there are Disney PhotoPass photos and video offerings that will automatically link to your My Disney Experience account. Those are going to be awesome looking.
Oh, aren't they though?
Yeah,
Aren't they though? Question.
Mhm.
yeah.
Right now there's only one ILL per park. Does that mean they're taking individual lightning lane away from Seven Dwarfs?
I don't think so.
You
They
think they'll
started
do
off
two?
with 2 ILLs per park, and then
Yeah.
they gave one. But
Right.
I'm thinking,
You
in
think
my
it'll be two?
opinion, I think they're going to keep Seven Dwarfs as an ILL.
I would think they would too, but I'm curious because you're right. Originally they started out with two, then they dropped it to one,
Yeah,
and now I wonder if this means they'll go back to two for Magic Kingdom. So
I'm thinking, but I
anyway,
don't know. We'll
inquiring
see.
minds want to know.
That's right.
Mhm. All right.
right.
All right. Well, Sophie, you're up next.
Yep. And this is about some conservation efforts in honor of it being our Animal Kingdom Day. Disney recently announced that the company is donating $500,000 total to 5 Florida organizations, $100,000 each, to expand conservation efforts in Central Florida. These organizations are Conservation Florida, Florida Wildlife Corridor Foundation, the Nature Conservancy, Trout Lake Nature Center, and Wakiva Wilderness Trust. We also learned that the magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom is getting a season 2 on Disney Plus, and we'll have to check that out as well. It's out now.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now in movie news, Avatar: The Way of Water, which sadly Sophie, Cindy, and I still have not seen yet.
I have not
I
either.
was going to see it, and then
Just the scheduling. It's all about
It is.
scheduling.
Yep.
But it has now passed Star Wars: The Force Awakens to become the 4th highest grossing film worldwide with over $2 billion in receipts.
Wow.
And now we're all wondering if it's going to finish as the top grossest. Oh gosh, I abused myself. The top grossing movie of all time before it's done. Do you think it'll make it there? I don't know where it is and what the numbers are or anything like that. Again,
I don't
Ellis
know.
is the king of no research, so
I know I want to see it, and I just haven't yet.
do
But I
too.
definitely
I
want to.
just
I've
haven't
seen
gotten there
thing
yet.
is, I've seen so many people reacting to the movie on social media, especially TikTok, and they are all just, their minds seem to be blown.
Yeah, I asked friends what they thought, and only one friend didn't like it, and everybody else said they loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it's, I think it must be pretty darn good.
Now, if I remember correctly, it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah,
So make sure you go to the bathroom before the movie starts.
absolutely.
And you
Or,
get
you
the-
know, watch it
or
on
watch
Disney
it at home.
Plus.
And hit pause. I'll be right
That
back.
being said, however, my dad and I listened to a radio in the car, and they said that going to the movies can actually count for a light workout because it elevates your heart rate to the same amount as if you were doing light exercise. So maybe go to the
Oh,
movies anyway to better your health.
that
Yeah,
sounds like a
as
great
I
idea.
chow down on popcorn and milk duds.
Exactly.
Diet Coke.
You need the
And Diet Coke,
carbohydrates.
the healthy part, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
well,
gosh.
we need to go see it, or else we're going to end up. I don't know when they're going to release it so we can see it at home, but I don't know that I want to wait that long. I got to
I
get to the
don't either.
theater.
And I think it's one
Yeah.
of those things where you got to see it in the theater
I think so
Oh, yeah.
too.
because it's
Yeah,
so visual, you know?
yeah,
So,
beautiful.
Mhm.
I mean, like the Flight of Passage on steroids.
exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, that is our cheddar from the big cheese. And now it is time to navigate those parks, people.
Yay!
And today we are looking at Animal Kingdom, and the girls switched it up and put me first. So
It's your birthday.
it's my birthday, so I get to go first. Um, you know, Sophie and I will tell you straight out, we are not early risers at Disney.
No.
But I feel like if there's a park that lends itself to rope drop, it might be Animal Kingdom.
Oh, absolutely.
And a few of the reasons why for me are beating the lines to Pandora, the early morning feel to the park, you know, because it gets so hot during the afternoon
Mhm.
that being there in the early morning where it feels crisper and maybe a little bit cooler, it just feels right, you know. Um, if you do Kilimanjaro safaris and you get there early enough, you might see the lions out and actually moving about, you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
during the safari ride.
Because he
And
sleeps tonight.
yeah, and the lion sleeps tonight. Look at you. Good one,
I
Brenda.
amused myself too.
Golly, good one. And then, of course, getting over to Expedition Everest and knocking out Expedition Everest is
Yeah.
really good, and being able to do it with as few lines as possible is even better. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so there are times when going there early morning is worth it. And um, I actually have experience, not me personally, but one of my clients had experience with getting there first thing, and they were the first family. They were chosen as first family. So they
Nice.
got to open the park. And
That's
so it
cool.
was kind of cool. And over on my blog, My Dreams of Disney, if you Google it, you can find that post about what they did and give you some tips on how they became first family for that morning.
That's
So
neat.
so that there's a lot of things, but as far as navigating the parks goes, um, you know, we are one day we do it one way, the second day we'll do it an entirely different way. So we have no true rhyme or reason for how we navigate, At least I don't think we do. Do we, Sophie?
No, not really.
Okay. So for me, I think it's just what do we want to see that we haven't seen in a while? Are
Yeah.
we interested in seeing the safari and getting that first thing, or are we interested in knocking out Pandora and riding both rides first thing? I would say probably we're interested in knocking out Pandora first. So
Yeah.
usually that's our first spot is Pandora, is to try and do Flight of Passage and then Navi River Journey. You know,
Mhm.
so that's where we're going first. And if you think about it from the way the park is laid out, from there we can go on up and head towards Festival of the Lion King, and depending on the time of day, that might be a great stop, for us to be able to check out the show. We've experienced the fun rides, and now we're going to check out a really good show. Festival of the Lion King is just incredible. So it's totally worth seeing if you haven't seen it in a while. Um, and then from there, it's just for us, it's kind of like navigating, going around the circle, and that's kind of how we do it. The
Because
fun thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, sorry, I was just gonna say because that's the way that Animal Kingdom is laid out really. You have the central island, and then that central island will take you to all the other parts of the world, but those parts of the world are also connected to each other.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So it's just
exactly.
yeah. Mhm.
So, so that, when it comes to the central part of Animal Kingdom, the, you know, for the
Just
most part, Discovery Island, right?
yeah, Discovery Island.
For the most part, it doesn't, there's not a whole lot that we have to do in Discovery Island. Um, for the most part, we go there primarily to try and get some Flame Tree barbecue. I mean, Tree of Life is nice to see and take pictures of, but
Mhm.
we are not going to see A Bug's Life. It is not happening. We've done that. We learned our lesson how many years ago? 15 years ago, probably. And
Uh,
when Sophie was screaming in terror,
poor
and
thing.
we were all getting stung by a wasp in the
I
chair, and
know. I know.
And
so
sprayed with bug spray.
so
It
we
was
learned real quickly that what, we did it once, we don't need to ever do it again.
nope, never again.
so so for us, Discovery Island doesn't have a whole lot of draw.
Yeah.
It's the outside rim. You know, so
Yeah.
so that's why we kind of do the things we do. But Flame Tree Barbecue is an absolute incredible quick service restaurant. So if you are able to enjoy and take advantage of having some good barbecue, make that a stop on your journey, you know?
Yeah, it's really
So,
good.
because it's really good and it's really busy because it's really good.
That's true.
So keep that in mind. But, but anyway, so we go up. We've done Kilimanjaro safaris because I love the safari. I love everything about it. I love the
Mhm.
pictures we get. I love the way that our navigator tells us all the history and what these animals are and what it's all about and what they do for conservation and everything like that. It's just really neat. It's not just an entertaining ride. It's got so much more to it. It's a learning experience while you're enjoying the ride. Um,
Yeah.
and then um, not far from there, that's where the please forgive me, but I can't remember the name of the walk through area over there.
The
The gorilla trail.
Harambe Safari Walk?
There's a gorilla trek over there.
I know
Yeah,
there is. Sorry, it's been a while. Give us a minute.
yeah, it has been a while since we were there, but that is a neat um, that's a neat walkthrough experience, you know, where you can see. I think it is the gorilla.
Gorilla trail or something like that, I thought.
Maharaja Jungle Trek
That's it.
is,
The Maharaja
yeah.
Jungle
Awesome.
Trek is really neat because there's a lot of neat things to look at there, and it's kind of a laid back thing, you know.
Mhm.
It's go at your own pace,
Yeah.
and so after you've done safari, sometimes we like to do that because it's right there, and it's right in that same general area, and so it's kind of neat to just be able to explore, and I know a lot of people say I'm not interested in Animal Kingdom because it's a zoo. Well, it has zoo qualities, but it is so much more than a zoo.
That's
It
for
is
sure.
so much more than a zoo. um but anyway, so in that area we like to navigate that. And one thing that I want to get back to, and I haven't done it in a while,
Mhm.
maybe 2 years, 3 years, I want to go back and ride Cali River Rapids. It's been a while, you know, um, but
Fun.
that's on one of my things I want to do. So we're going to do it today. So we're going to navigate over to Cali River Rapids, and we're going to get wet. And that way, when we go to Expedition Everest next, we'll be able to just leave the train car soaking wet because we just been on a river rapids.
And of course, it's going to be hot as blazes.
Yeah. So that
Depending on
water
when you
will
go.
feel really
No,
good.
no, no. Right now, we are doing a
You're doing your birthday
temp.
trip in June?
We're doing a temporal time skip, Aunt Brenda. So it's going to be in the summer when
Okay.
we're
Gotcha.
going on Kali River Rapids, and then when we get off and ride Expedition Everest, after we get off Expedition Everest, because we've had plenty of time to dry off, then it'll switch back to January.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but even if we haven't had plenty of time, because in Mike's Perfect Disney Day, bam bam, there's no lines at either one, and but the wind blowing us, it'll be like we're in a blow dryer,
hmm
and so that'll dry us off just from the riding Expedition ever.
There
So
you go.
there's
You're
that.
right. You're very
Yep.
right.
It'll do your hair.
Yeah. Woo woo. But another thing that we like is the non-depot food truck where
Oh,
we can get our ice
yes.
cream in a waffle cone
hmm
Mm-hmm.
because you gotta have snacks. You gotta have
Yep.
good food, people, and that is some of the best soft serve ice cream in anywhere at Disney,
Totally
bar none.
agree.
Bar none.
Yes.
It is so good. So, one place that we haven't talked about yet that I want to get up to, and it's kind of in, they're all kind of in that area. I want to go back to Rafiki's Planet Watch because I like a good train ride. And also, that is where they now have the character drawing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, So Sophie likes to draw the characters, and I like to just explore and just kind of hang out in that area. So that's something that I like to do every now and again. So
Yeah.
Rafiki's Planet Watch is definitely worth taking in. If you haven't seen it in a while, it's worth taking in. We went there once, and we weren't expecting this, and we walked inside, and there was forgive me. Gosh, I'm having a brain moment today. I don't know why. Must be
Hmm.
because it's my birthday. Um, the Native American girl in the movie.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Thank you. Pocahontas was there in a meet and greet, and Sophie got to see her. We got pictures with her, and it was a
and th-
great time.
and that was one of the only times you could see Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And some of the things have changed. Obviously, there's things that have changed at Disney. Um,
Mm.
I remember when they used to have the Pocahontas show with her forest friends,
Hmm.
and they had what was her name, grandmother Willow or something like that, who was the tree,
Yep.
and that
And
was like an interactive show that
mm-hmm.
we saw once. Um,
Yep.
so that was really neat. But anyway, that was many moons ago. So
Yeah.
um, anyway, so we've done Pandora, we've done Kilimanjaro safaris, we have done the Cali River Rapids, and we've done Rafiki's Planet Watch, and we have done now Expedition Everest, and now we're heading over towards Dino Land, USA. And before we get into true Dino Land, we are going to do the Finding Nemo show, which is back. We saw it last summer. Um, and my mom saw it and she enjoyed it in part because it was a blazing hot day and it's inside and air conditioned. So,
Yeah.
yay us. So, if it's a hot day, don't forget those indoor attractions, people, because
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
they can make it or break it.
That's right.
Yep.
So, so that was really good. And it's a great show. They brought it back almost the same. There's some changes, but for the most part, the theme of the show is still the same. So it's good. It's still neat.
Mm-hmm.
So that is worth checking out. And then there are some things at Dino Land USA. Um, Most of them are younger kids now. With Primeval World gone, it's not quite the same thing. I do remember in days gone by, we actually had Brenda. We were there with Sophie when she was, oh gosh, maybe 6 or 7.
Oh,
So a long time ago.
yeah.
And we were staying at Coronado, Brenda, and they actually had extra magic hours, evening extra magic hours at Animal Kingdom,
Yeah.
which you almost never got.
I
And
miss
we,
those evening extra magic hours.
gosh, so do I. But
Yeah.
at this particular night, the most of the evening extra magic hours was all limited to Dino Land, because the animals were put away, so you couldn't ride a
Yeah.
safari or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a block party, Brenda. They
Yeah.
had Chip and Dale. We had Goofy was there. I don't remember if Donald was there or any of the other characters, but at least those three were there. And we were able to it was a big block party. There were just kids and their parents and the
Yay.
characters. And it was just like the music was playing. It was just so neat. It was
Yeah.
so fun. So totally worth it. Those things are sort of like memories.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
we're navigating the parks, but we're also navigating Mike's memories at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
So,
hey, it's
but
good to it's good to have flashbacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good
It's
to have
good to
those.
reminisce.
Yeah, it is good to reminisce. You're absolutely right. So,
Mm.
so Dino Land USA, now it doesn't have a whole lot of draw for us because we're not real big dinosaur fans.
Well,
Um,
I mean, For you, there's always dinosaur.
Yeah, but it's not, oh my gosh, we got to go do dinosaur. It's not that kind of thing for me. It's more about like, um, if it's like really hot,
Well, yeah.
then you can go inside and it's cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And dinosaur's not as scary as it was the first time we did it, I don't think. So, so
I
it's
still don't like it.
yeah, I know you still don't like it.
But for
But beyond
you, I
that,
will
I mean,
ride it.
there's thank you, Sophie. But you know, beyond that, there's the dig site, which
I'm too
there
big
was a
for.
yeah, Sophie would have there was a time when Sophie would play in the dig site for an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, the girls too. They used to
I
love
mean,
that. And
no
we could
no
sit down and
hesitation.
rest.
We're like, don't you want to go see Donald Duck? No, I'm good. Don't
Yeah.
you want to do this? No, I'm good. Don't you want to eat some food? No, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm like, come on, kid, we gotta go. We paid a lot of money for this, and we're not just gonna dig in a dinosaur. Okay.
Ride the slides.
But anyway, so basically, we started at Pandora and we navigated it all the way around in a circle, clockwise circle.
Clockwise.
Yep.
Yep.
You
Same
notice?
way we do at Epcot.
Clockwise it is. Um, so that's what we did, and that's what we do. Um, so I think my time in navigation is complete.
Great
So
job.
And I believe mine by proxy because you and we go in the same places when it comes to Animal Kingdom. Epcot, you could go to France and I would be working my way. Well, actually, you could go to Mexico and I would be staying in France. Epcot,
yeah,
we have no problem separating and splitting up for a little bit to meet back up together, but with Animal Kingdom,
It's a little
Animal
harder to
King
navigate. Yeah, for
Animal
sure.
Kingdom is more fun together.
little quick trivia. Hope I don't
Mhm.
steal anything Brenda was going to say, but did you know that the savannah for Animal Kingdom is bigger than the entire Magic Kingdom?
I did know that.
I did not.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? The amount of space, the golly,
Well, I
it's
mean,
just
all those
really cool.
animals really they need that
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
just a quick plug on Disney Plus. If you have not seen it, people, go check out the magic of Animal Kingdom because they talk about some of the exhibits and some of the animals and some of the things that they're going through, and you see how the vet teams care for them and everything. It's just really neat, and it gives you some insight, and it gives you kind of there are scenes where it'll say, okay, we're here now, we're going over here to the seas in Epcot, and it gives you like that visual, like an overhead visual of where they are, on the map. And so it's
Cool.
kind of neat to also see that. But it
Mhm.
also really gets into some detail about how they care for the animals so much and what they do to care for them. It's a really well done show. So, and Olaf is the narrator.
Oh,
And
there you
but he
go.
doesn't
What
sing.
more can you want?
He doesn't sing. So maybe in season 2 he will.
Maybe.
Fingers
Never
crossed.
know.
So anyway, I'm done talking for a while. Brenda, Sophie, are you done talking?
You
Sophie has
said
a segment.
everything.
I said everything. Okay.
You said everything.
All right.
Well, do you want to kind of focus in on your favorite thing about Animal Kingdom Park, Sophie?
Well, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, Aunt Brenda, because sure, there's Expedition Everest, but the fastest
Right
way
there.
to Expedition Everest is not always the best way, in my opinion. Of
Yep.
course, we all come into Animal Kingdom from the same place. And then from that point on, we go to Discovery Island, which is like the axle and the giant whole wheel that
Yep.
Right.
is Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And of course, because it's the axle, it has branches that take you to every section.
Spokes.
Mhm.
Yeah, spokes. It has those that take you to every section, so you don't need to go around the circle like you do at World Showcase. You can go straight to the place that you want to be, but that's not always the best way, because that will take you. The way to get to Expedition Everest the fastest is to go through Asia, where Expedition Everest is, because it's separated into countries like World Showcase, and that will take you straight back there. But if you go in from Africa, because again, like a wheel, they're all connected to each other.
Mhm.
If you go in from Africa, you'll actually reach the side entrance, and there you'll be able to see Mount Expedition Everest from across the little river that separates Discovery Island from the rest of Animal Kingdom. And there is a shrine there to the Yeti, and that just adds to the lore of it.
Yeah.
Because if you look, you'll also see that said shrine, which is covered in coins and gold and offerings to this Yeti, it looks like Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
And it is such a good lore building piece there. It ties everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
hmm So that's why it's my favorite way to get to Expedition Everest. It's not the fastest, but it is my favorite way.
Yep.
So just like Daddy, I'll start in Pandora and then I'll work my way around the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Have you been there when where the monkeys are enclosed, that just
We
screaming at
have.
each other, back and forth, screaming
Oh
at each
yeah.
other?
Oh,
Like, what are they
screaming?
saying?
I've never
Yeah,
They're
heard them
saying,
screaming.
look at all those people. They paid $200 a ticket.
I'm telling you,
And
one
we live
time,
here.
only once when we've gone there, they were just having a fit. I don't know what they were doing, but they were screaming at each other, just back and
I've
forth.
I've never seen them screaming at each
I
other.
haven't
They were
either.
always pretty quiet for me.
Yeah, I wonder if I still have a video of that. If so, I'm going to post it. It was pretty interesting. It happened to be one of my guests that has booked with me several times. It was her birthday and I was there that day, and I posted them screaming,
Oh.
telling her that they were yelling happy birthday to her
They were
back and
singing
forth.
happy birthday. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Cindy actually had, and I have the photo somewhere. Cindy actually has a photo of one of the chimpanzees. I think they were chimpanzees in that area
Yeah.
with their baby, and the baby
Oh,
was white, like white
really?
Albino
hair.
baby?
It looked like
Wow.
albino baby, yeah.
Hmm.
And maybe they're all born that way, and then the coloring comes in. I don't know,
I don't know
but
either.
but she took some pictures of it. It was really neat.
That's neat.
Aw.
Okay, listeners, if you know if they're all born that way and then they just develop more and more pigment in their skin or something like that, let us know. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it
Cool.
was really cool because she was with her baby. She
Oh,
was
the
taking care of
babies.
her
They're so
baby.
cute. Might depend on the species.
It
It might.
might.
How
All
cute.
right, Brenda.
Well, I've gone against the grain again. I'm always trying to do the different perspective on like the Genie Plus, the
Mhm.
hmm
individual lightning lane, etc. So
And we
that's the
appreciate you for that because it
yeah.
means we don't have to.
Well, this particular, and I did actually outline it like a typical visit we would do. So that would be using both Genie Plus and ILL. And also, we're staying at the yacht club. Epcot is having evening magic hours because we're at a deluxe resort. So we're going
hmm
to Animal Kingdom in the daytime, and then we're going to Epcot in the evening.
Got it.
So that's the way this day is. So
hmm
we're using the Genie Plus and ILL. We're going to purchase ILL for Flight of Passage for late afternoon. And we're going to purchase ILL for Guardians of the Galaxy for evening time.
Got it.
And we're going to choose our Genie Plus #1 as Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Okay. Because
So
it's early morning.
uh, Well, it's going to be early morning, but we will arrive at the park for whatever time it is that we got safaris. So, for instance, if we got the Genie Plus for 8:30 to 9:30, we would get there a little before 8:30 or get there around, 8:15 or something like that. So it's
Okay.
going to depend on what time the first Genie Plus is. So we'll arrive at the park for the safari, we'll check in for the safari, and our Genie Plus 2 is going to be Expedition Everest for early afternoon. And then depending upon the time of the Genie Plus for the safaris, if it's a little later than we planned, we might go see Festival of the Lion King first,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll go ahead to the safaris and then see the Festival of the Lion King by standby after. But we have already secured a late breakfast, early lunch reservation at Tusker House, which we love, and we always choose the latest breakfast. So we go there and we have our breakfast selections, and then they come and change the food, and then we go back in the line and we get the lunch selections.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I never thought of that.
Yep, that's our modus operandi. I tell you, we really like it. So, and plus, usually if you're kind of at the end of one time, like time period, like
Uh-huh.
breakfast, the characters have a little more time to visit. So that's what we
Okay.
usually do. We do that. We usually ride the safari, see the festival, and then go to Tusker. So after Tusker, we will head over to Rafiki's Planet, watch and ride the train, go over to the conservation station and do the animation experience. And then if the girls want to do the petting, the affection station where they pet the animals and so forth, we'll do that. A lot of times we'll see Chip and Dale hanging out over there. So we'll meet
Okay.
them. And when we're done with all of that activity, then we'll ride the train back, head to Asia, and we'll ride Cali River by standby. We'll be sure to put our stuff in the free locker there so it doesn't get all wet. And I have to say, even though we're usually doing this in the fall, you cannot plan the weather. You can plan your trip to Disney. You cannot plan the weather. So
Right.
we have had it before, and this was unfortunate, but it is what it is, where we were there and in like Thanksgiving, and the weather was, 50s to 70s. Every day we're there, it's gorgeous. And then the day we're at Animal Kingdom, it's in the 40s. But we're
Ah,
riding Cali River because we're there for one day. So we're going to get soaked and
suck it up, Buttercup.
freeze. That's right. That's right. We're going to take our chances and we're going to do Cali. So after we do Cali River, we'll go over and check in for our Genie Plus for Everest. We'll do that and we'll choose for our third Genie Plus the Meet Favorite Pals at Adventurers Outpost. So we'll ride Everest and then we'll go to Dino Land and watch the Finding Nemo show, and the girls might ride Triceratops Spin. We like to get pictures of them on Triceratops Spin.
Aw.
It kind of shows how they've grown from the last
Yeah.
visit. So we
Yeah.
do that. And Aladdin Carpets is the same way. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's like a measuring tool.
Yeah.
I don't know. And after we do Dino Land, then we go to Discovery Island and check in for the meet Mickey and Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
And then for our fourth Genie Plus, we're going to choose either Soarin' or Test Track over at Epcot because we know that Remy's going to be gone already. So that's a thing. So then we might do Tough to Be a Bug. It's Tough to Be a Bug if the girls want to do it. Otherwise, we're bypassing that sucker. And we're going to head to Pandora because it's now time for us to check in for our Flight of Passage, which was our first ILL that we got. And then after that, we'll ride Standby at Navi River Journey. We'll be in Pandora for dusk, which is my favorite time to be in Pandora, especially for pictures and just like soaking up that gorgeous area. And then we'll head to the front and head on to Epcot to enjoy the park and ride Guardians and whatever else we got for Genie Plus.
Good job.
And that's a done deal day for us.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Yep.
Lemon
So,
squeezy.
um, for bus transportation,
Mhm.
you have to take the bus
From
From
Animal
Animal
Kingdom to
Kingdom
Epcot.
back. Do they have a straight through that goes straight to Epcot?
They do, but it doesn't start until 4 o'clock. But this will be
Okay.
after 4. Otherwise, we would like, if we left earlier, we would take the bus to Animal Kingdom Lodge and then take the bus to Epcot, or we would take the bus to one of the resorts near Epcot and then take the bus there. But we usually ride to Animal Kingdom Lodge because I go shopping at Zawadi Marketplace because it's got unique things you can't find anywhere else. Then we'll go to Epcot.
Okay. But after 4, the bus goes straight to Epcot.
Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
See?
I really
Things
enjoyed that day,
things
but I
I
wish I
never
was really
think
there.
about, and I was like, how do they get there? So, good job, Brenda.
Thank you. It was a fun day.
Yeah, it was a
I
fun
wish
day.
it was a real fun day.
Yeah, I know, right? The whole time, all this whole thing has done has gotten us to think about when are we going back to,
That's right.
you know? So,
When are we?
I don't know. I don't have anything planned, Sophie.
We're
Hmm.
going September 1st through 8th.
Wow.
Wow.
Luna's 5th birthday trip.
Yeah. That's worth looking forward to.
Yep.
That'll be fun. That's going to
Yeah.
be a great time.
The Halloween party will be happening.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
Okay.
we'll see.
Well, are we done with the discussion for today?
Yeah, I think we are. So now it is time for this day in Disney history for February 6th. So, Sophie, take it away, honey.
Well, of course, it's a historical moment when one of us has a birthday. So, in the topic of birthdays, not only was my dad born on February 6th, but the 40th U.S. President, Ronald Reagan, was also born on February 6th,
Yay.
1911.
Yeah.
He was born in Tampico, Illinois. Besides being immortalized in Walt Disney World's Hall of Presidents attraction, Reagan, at the time an actor, took part in Disneyland's opening day television broadcast in July 1955. When Ronald Reagan became governor of California in 1966, one of the things he did was to promote, through correspondence with the Postmaster General of the United States, the creation of a commemorative Walt Disney stamp.
Oh, nice.
As
Nice.
president, Reagan visited the American Adventure at Epcot in March 1983 and again in May of 1985 for his second inauguration.
Nice.
Way to
Thank
go,
you,
Ron.
Sophie.
Way to go, President Reagan. What a great
Nice.
thing, the commemorative stamp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that was
So happy birthday,
1966.
Mr. President. Happy birthday to my dad.
Thank you,
Very
honey.
good. Yay, thank you. That was a nice thing he did to honor Walt, probably right after his death, huh?
Probably that's what
Mhm.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you,
really
Sophie.
cool.
That was awesome.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
All right.
Okay. I have a great character. I love this character. And it will not be hard to figure out, I don't think.
Never
This
hard for Sophie.
never hard.
Hmm.
This character, Sophie,
Mm-hmm.
is the heart and soul of an area. I'm not saying the area because that would be what we call a dead giveaway.
Oh.
Tafiti.
No,
No?
no. Remember, Tafiti is not in this book.
She should be. She's been Moana.
Moana's not in here, honey. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. But it's not Tafiti.
Okay, continue.
This character used to be a high-powered attorney.
Sally from Cars.
Yep.
Very
Sally from-
good.
I was going to say, if you didn't get that,
Bravo.
I was going to say that this character is now a small business owner.
Mm.
Very good, Sophie. Raise the
owns and
roof.
runs the Coastal Motel and Wheel Wagon Motel. But anyway, yeah.
Yay!
Sally Carrera is her
Sally
last
Carrera.
because she's a Porsche Carrera.
Ah,
Oh.
Sally is a 2002 Porsche 911 Carrera. Her top speed is 177 miles per hour.
goodness.
Wow.
Now, get this. Sally was originally going to be a Mustang. She was later changed to a Porsche since the grille looked more ladylike.
I
So,
wonder if she was going to be a Shelby.
probably wouldn't surprise me, but she looks better as a Porsche than a Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
So Sally Carrera from Cars,
Very good,
our character
Sophie.
of the day.
Yay!
Thank you.
Good job, Sophie.
Wonderful.
Good job. And now, just like that, we're on to a little bit of Walt.
Little bit of Walt. Fun and wonder are the important elements in addition to quality in production and performance, which are most responsible for the success of Disney productions. Fun and
Walt
wonder.
is-
That's how they grab us. That fun
Yeah.
and wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have enough of that in our lives, especially when you're an adult.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's a great quote. Yeah.
The
That's,
man.
such a good man.
Yeah.
Such a good segment. Our
Yay.
little bit of Walt is just
I love him.
it's just one of our
Yes.
favorites. So,
Keep him in the forefront
yep. So
where he
thank you,
belongs.
Brenda.
You're welcome.
Well, my friends, that is wrapping us up.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we'll be on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. And we are
Sorry. And as I want to say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No. Okay, fine. You say it. This was my idea, though.
This is
Was.
Sophie's idea. And our feature topic next week is, say it, Sophie.
You said I couldn't say it.
I thought you were
can
going to say
say it.
something else. So what's our feature topic, Sophie?
Our feature topic is romantic Disney traditions. What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say something about Single Appreciation Day or something like that.
I am not about to
Oh.
call myself out like
I
that.
got you.
You said it before on the show. But anyway, so that's what I thought you were going to say. But anyway,
Well, we're just going to ignore
back
that.
on topic. Back on topic.
Yes.
We are talking about romantic Disney traditions. So things at Disney that are sweet and romantic for you and your significant other to do, whether it be Sophie, whose date is taking her to Disney maybe for Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
to me and what I would do with Cindy for Valentine's Day, and Brenda and what she and Butch are going to do for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So that's the feature topic, romantic Disney traditions,
Fun.
right?
Right?
Okay. So until next week, we hope you all have a great day, a great week. I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. Where's Grogu?
Right here.
I don't see him. There he is. He's hiding. Okay. Bye,
He's
Grogu.
short.
That's a gross understatement.
And we hope you all have a great week. And we will see you on the
the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Daddy.
Bye. Bye.